everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Voice of coMra series. In this short podcast series, we are meeting with users of coMra therapy, and through their experience, we are giving a voice to coMra itself. In today's episode, I'm going to introduce you to Gladys Elizabeth Carren from Chile. Gladys started using coMra 8 years ago, and her journey with coMra has been nothing less than miraculous. Gladys will be sharing about her experience with using coMra to heal from a chronic disease that usually has no cure. There are only cures to the symptoms, and they are usually very invasive and toxic. Fortunately, Gladys came across coMra therapy, and she felt that that's exactly what she needed. I'm very glad to introduce you to the story of Gladys, and I'm sure that you will be excited as excited as I was when I heard Gladys' story. So without any more hesitation, let's go into the conversation with Gladys Elizabeth Carren. Hello, Gladys. Welcome to the Voice of coMra, the series of Healing with Coherence, where we are giving voice to coMra therapy through its users. Welcome. Can I ask you, please, at the beginning to shortly introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Gladys Elizabeth, Gladys Elizabeth Carren. I'm Chilean. I live on the coast of Chile in a kind of resort, Viña del Mar. It's in the central coast of Chile. It's a very nice place down here, very far away from you.
Yes, it is very far away. Yeah.
I'm a teacher. I'm an instructor of meditation, and that's it, I guess.
Very nice, very nice. Do you like me to call you Gladys Elizabeth, or is Gladys or only all right? Do you use your both names?
Whatever works for you.
Okay. Then, if you don't mind, I'll keep Gladys for simplicity.
Yes.
Okay, Gladys. So you have been coMra therapy user. I got in touch with you through my colleague Georg, and from what I understood from Georg, you've been using coMra for quite some time. So for how long it's been that you have coMra?
About 9 years.
9 years. That's a pretty long time. I've been using coMra myself for probably 15 years. But 8 years, it is quite long actually, and you must have already had quite a few experiences with coMra, right?
Well, my experience is awesome. It's amazing because it's a life-changing experience, and I am not kidding you.
Okay, that's very interesting, and I'm really curious to understand your story because Georg just gave me some hints, but I don't know really the details. So I'm really curious to explore with you as well for our listeners. Maybe can I start with a simple question? First of all, how did you come across coMra?
Well, it was sort of a miracle. I don't know if you believe in miracles.
I believe in miracles, definitely, yes.
Yes. I always had problem with my eyes. Ever since I was a child, I had myopia and astigmatism, very, very serious. And when I was little, I needed to wear those awful, real thick glasses. I don't know if you ever seen those. And all my life, I had different problems, and I wore contact lenses for about 40 years. And then I got surgery on cataracts. For the first time, I saw without glasses when I got surgery. Not normal like normal people, but like 70% of improvement. And so, but my problem with my eyes, and I believe in karma, has been forever the same. I mean, I get rid of one problem and I get another one.
Okay.
And although my health is very good, I have good health. I don't take any medicines or anything. I'm 79 years old, and yes, don't take any medicine. Don't have issues with my health, but my eyes are the problem.
Okay.
So I start seeing pretty good with after the cataract surgery, but then my eyes started acting real weird. I started blinking. At
Hmm.
the beginning, it was kind of subtle, but then on time, it got worse and worse. And it came to the point where I could hardly open my eyes, and my eyes were twitching. And I saw 7 different doctors. I saw 3 ophthalmologists and 4 neurologists, and they couldn't come uh, to a diagnosis. They did not know what was wrong with me. And I was getting desperate because this is leading to blindness. I
Hmm.
mean, if you can see with your eyes, but if your eyes are closed, you can't see at all. So I started investigating on my own, and I came across one day on YouTube a video of a person that had the same thing. He was blinking, twitching his eyes like this, and I said, "Oh my God, this is me. This is what I have." And he talked and he said that the name of I don't know if he said syndrome or a disease, is called blepharospasm. Blepharo meaning the eyelid, and spasm have to do with the twitching.
Hmm.
So with that diagnosis, I went back to the first doctor that I had gone to. He did not remember me. And I told him, I know what's wrong with me. I have blepharospasm. And he asked me, how do you know? And I explained through YouTube. He laughed. He thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I did not. To me, it was very serious because I was so embarrassed. My life was completely changed. I could not go out. I could not see my friends because I was embarrassed. I would bump into people on the street. I would bump into walls. It was terrible. So it was not funny at all. And well, the thing is, he found out that there was no cure. There is no cure, actually. Nowadays, there's no cure for blepharospasm. Only you can use toxic, no, it's Botox.
Hmm. Hmm.
Botox is botulinum toxin. And Botox, it's like a poison. You inject your eyelids with that, and that helps you for a short time. So I started doing that, and the first time they applied Botox, it was okay, although my face felt a little bit stiff, but I could keep my eyes open. The other thing, because I got into the organization of blepharospasm organization in the United States, and the other possibility was to use something like this. I don't know if you can see this.
Yes, that's something on your glasses, right? Some metallic
Yes,
metallic thing. Put it up a little
yes.
bit higher that we, yes, like that. Okay, okay, I
This
see.
is called an eye crutch.
So it holds your eyelids, or what it does?
Yes, yes.
All right.
But I got someone to do that to me, to mix, to prepare that for me, but it's no good because it keeps your eyes open, but you need to blink once in a while, or
Mm.
else your eyes get dry. You need your eyes moist, so that's no solution. And so the Botox the first time it was okay. Second time Well, it lasted only a couple of months. And the third time I applied it, one of my left eyelid dropped and I could not open it. And at the time I needed to travel to Peru. It was quite a journey.
Okay.
So I was decided, not to use that. And I started looking for other ways to get better, to heal. I tried many, many things. I'm also a therapist. I try my own therapist
Mm-hmm.
and others. And a friend of mine who is a acupuncturist, and she's a psychologist too, she did acupuncture, but it did not work. So one day she told me, in my yoga class, there's a person, he's not from Chile. His name is George Benny. And he has this machine that I'm interested on getting, but I don't know if it works or not. So I would like somebody to test it. Do you want to test it for me? Well, of course, I said yes. I was desperate. So she set an appointment and I met Georg. And this was, it was life changing. And he was very nice and very understanding. He explained to me about the machine. So he set up like a protocol because there was no protocol at the time. I don't think there is now one. I don't know. For
I'm not sure.
blepharospasm.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he designed one. So I started doing that, and I was supposed to get notes every day for what I was doing. I was doing it twice a day. He also told me to do a yoga with my eyes, an eye yoga, which I did. And the whole idea was, there was many conversation on the topics that I know that when you want to get cure, that your body tells you there's something wrong with you when you start having these symptoms. So what you have to do is go to the cause. So the coMra machine helps you, but you also have to help yourself. You have to have a different outlook on the problem. So he set up this protocol, and I was doing it twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
And for a week or 2 weeks, I did not notice any improvement. But at the end of the second week, I noticed something. And this improvement got better and better and better. It lasted about 4 or 5 months. But at the end of the 5 months, I was totally cured from blepharospasm. And you can see my eyes do not twitch. I do not blink. I blink if I want to or if I need to, but I'm cured. And this was 9 years ago. Okay.
Amazing.
So that's the
Amazing.
story.
Amazing. It's always warming, to hear all these stories. And you are not the first one who actually shares this kind of miracle. Basically, it's amazing, connected to coMra therapy, and also to realizing that coMra therapy is a vehicle, but you are the person who needs to open the door and get into that vehicle,
Yes.
and drive it. So it took you something like half a year to completely heal.
Less,
Yes,
less, 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months, and you started healing. You started feeling the first results after 3 weeks.
Yes.
Can you share a little bit about the protocol? What points you were treating?
I was doing a scan on the around my eye using I don't remember the number of the protocol, but it was a scan around my eyes.
Okay.
And then I use a neurology 12
Mm-hmm.
and 7, and one that it was called blood 3.
Yes.
those were the protocols I was using.
Okay, that's nice. I'm asking because usually what I'm as well seeing, and that's as well relating to your experience with your doctor. Usually, when you have a problem with your eyes, the focus of the allopathic medicine would be to be treating the eyes in some way. But with coMra, you've been treating on one side, you've been scanning the area around your eyes. Then the protocol neurology, it's quite complex protocol. It covers a
Yes.
lot of different points throughout the body. And when I will be editing the podcast or the episode with you, I'll definitely show as well on the screen the protocol for the viewers to see how complex it is. That it doesn't cover the eyes, but it covers different points on the body. And then the third protocol which you've used, that's amazing. That's the blood irradiation. That's universal 3. And that's a protocol which usually is recommended to be added to any treatment, any protocol you have. This is your basic treatment, the blood irradiation, because that's a protocol which is the most universal and complex ones. You are treating the big arteries on your body, and basically you are spreading the irradiated blood all around and particles all around your body. So that's truly a holistic all body healing.
Uh-huh. I have the palm coMra.
Okay, the palm
So I
coMra.
do the neurologist. I keep on doing it. Once in a while, I do it like maintenance, um, to keep, especially when I feel that I'm a little stressed, although I practice meditation, but life obstacles sometimes get real hard. I got bitten by a poisonous spider not long ago, and it was kind of rough. I still have scars, and so stress is the main thing. I think when you get stressed, your immune system goes down, and therefore all your body reflects. And in my case, my weakest part is my eye. So
That's very nice that you mentioned coMra palm, that you have the coMra palm, because usually as well a lot of people are asking which modality, which device they should be using, and coMra palm is considered to be more of a wellness device, which is more about maintenance and protection and prevention. But you are the I cannot anymore like count the people that I've talked to which are using coMra palm for quite serious chronic diseases. So this is just a proof that coMra palm is as effective as the other modalities. So I'm really glad to hear that. And yeah, I wanted to ask you as well, like, for what other purposes and reasons have you been using coMra throughout the years? There must be many different areas. So can you mention a few more conditions or needs that you have been addressing with coMra palm?
mainly stress. Sometimes when you have problems to sleep, insomnia sometimes, and it's hard because I'm pretty healthy.
That's very nice.
So, but I have a couple of friends that got the machine because I explained or I told them what have happened to me, and they got it from George, and they use it for everything. Like I have a friend who is tetraplegic, and he uses a lot because he's got lots of problem. I mean, he only moves his head, and so he needs a lot of help. So he uses it, and my girlfriend, uses it for many things. I mean, she uses like all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do that as well. It's like
Yeah,
coMra is just like part of my life. It's my lifestyle. I cannot imagine my life anymore without coMra.
yeah. In my case, I like to use very natural things. I don't want to talk about allopathic medicine, but I don't like it. And I think that is why I am in good health, because I stay away from doctors.
I can
I
resonate
tell
to that.
them I stay away from doctors and from medicines because my stomach really rejects medicine. So, like anti-inflammatories or analgesic, I don't do those. I have my own way of, doing it, and I use a coMra, or sometimes I use magnets for pain and different things, different methods. But the coMra is fantastic help.
Can you express in words how you feel your life in general terms have changed since you have coMra?
Yeah, well, sometimes I need to speak in public because I belong to interfaith group here in Chile, in my city or in my region. We are each one of each religion, the main religions in Chile, that Judaism, Christian, Muslim, Baha'i faith, and Buddhism. I am Buddhist. And I represent Buddhism in my region. And in that, for that reason, I need to speak or talk in public, in conferences, on television, sometimes in radios, or with public, which or by Zoom, like during the pandemic. And the problem became so hard when I was having this blepharospasm that I couldn't face the public. I needed to wear dark glasses, and you cannot do that. I mean, if you're talking about something so important like faith or love, compassion, and peace, and that you cannot have dark glasses on, unless, of course, you are blind. And so this changed completely my life, and now I can be myself again. And I love those public talks.
That's lovely. That's lovely.
Yeah.
I actually made I'm running the coMra therapy Instagram account, and I'm thinking of Instagram works with short reels, with keywords which you put on the screen, and in a very simple way you deliver the message to the viewers, because everybody's scrolling like crazy from one video to another video, so you need to catch the attention. So I made two videos which were quite successful, and one was 10 things that I stopped doing since I've been using coMra. And the second one, which I uploaded today, was ways in which I started feeling after I started using coMra. And the things that I stopped using are things like, for example, I stopped doing. I stopped worrying. I stopped using antibiotics. I stopped using invasive procedures. I stopped going to the doctor for every little thing, and so on. So, can you think of a few keywords of things you stopped doing since you've been using coMra in that
Well,
in
like
that
that,
way?
yeah, I stopped using medicine. I mean, I hardly go to the doctor unless, like, for example, the spider that bit me, things like that. And I, I'm living a very natural life with coMra, you know, staying away from medicine, from allopathic medicine mainly.
Awesome, awesome. Why would you recommend coMra to anyone who is watching this and is hesitant to coMra and he doesn't know if they should go for it or not?
Because first of all, it works. And because it's very easy to use, you don't have to know anything ahead. If they explain it to you, it's quite easy to, you can take it with you if you travel or if you go out. You can have it if it's, you can have it in your purse. And well, especially mainly because it works. I mean, if you want to live a natural life and not because most of the people give their power to the doctor. The doctor only take a look at you and sees you for a while, for maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes. He doesn't know about you. Maybe you have a stomach problem and you go to the doctor and he sees your stomach. But he doesn't know if you're having problems at home, if you are having, or maybe professional or in your job, because maybe that's you're getting stressed because of that. So the coMra works in all, as you said before, works in an holistic way, which you don't get when you go to the doctor, unless you go to 10 or 20 doctors. And also, I do not do those invasive tests that you mentioned. No. So, and mainly because for what I told you, it really works. For me, it works. And, you know, some days ago, I participated on a program by Zoom of the blepharospasm organization. And I told them this. And they are all using Botox. How long can you use Botox? And this is something that is going into your body, into your blood, into the whole body. You cannot use that for a long time. And there is no cure for blepharospasm. And I was telling them the cure for me it worked. So it worked. So I think for me it's magic. It's like a miracle. So how cannot I not recommend it to everybody, you know. To me, it was a life change, and I bless you all people and Georg for bringing this into my life because it was a miracle, and I have proof of it. And I would like to share with this with other people that are suffering maybe from other things, but it really works.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Gladys. That's awesome. Maybe want to ask a last question. You mentioned about Georg a few times. You mentioned that he's been very helpful at the beginning, but um, can you summarize how did you see, because Georg obviously is representative of RLT, and he's also representing the service that RLT and commitment that RLT is giving to all its clients. How did you feel in terms of being taken care of by a representative of RLT and coMra therapy? What was your experience?
Mine and my friends. Perfect. You can send him a WhatsApp and he answers you immediately wherever he is. Like a few days ago, I needed to get in touch with him because of my friend who is tetraplegic, and he was in Bulgaria, I think. I'm not sure. He was going to Bulgaria. I think maybe he was in Germany. I do not recall exactly, but he was very far away, and it took him a couple of minutes to answer me and tell me and give me the protocol he needed to use. So, and my friend, my girlfriend who has the machine, I know she gets in touch with him very often for different things, and he works fantastically.
And that's I just want to note that that's 8 years after you have bought the device, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's that's amazing, and that's the way how RLT really is trying to serve their clients, because it's we don't see that as a one-off sale of a device, but we really see it as a service, and we're trying to do that through all the activities that we are offering to our clients. So you are a proof not only of the effectiveness of coMra therapy, but the effectiveness of the service that RLT offers. And actually, these things go hand in hand. That's the part of that holistic healing journey that we're trying
Yes.
to offer to anyone.
Yes.
Gladys, thank you so much. It's been wonderful to receive your sharing and to understand more about your story. I'm glad, and I hope really that as well the listeners and viewers of this will take that last element that they've been missing in order to go for coMra therapy and to give it their trust. Thank you for being my guest today here.
No, I am very grateful for this talk because I believe that when you receive a gift like the one I received from you people, you have to share it. You cannot have this for yourself because it's like a little treasure that you must share it for the benefit of all sentient beings, as we Buddhists say.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dear people, Gladys Elizabeth Carreño has been our guest today. She shared her story. Gladys, thank you one more time, and I'll be looking forward to connecting maybe on a different topic in the future as well.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye, everyone, and see you with our next guest in Voice of coMra.